In a quiet Chinese village, two families lived as neighbors bound by friendship, torn by betrayal. A single act of violence sparked a feud that simmered for 22 years. When Zhang Koukou returned home, his mother's death haunted him, driving him to a chilling act of revenge. Was it justice or a descent into darkness? The 1980s in Wangping village, Shanxi province, painted a picture of rural simplicity. Neighbors relied on each other, sharing labor and raising children in harmony. The Wang and Zhang families exemplified this closeness. Wang Zixin and his wife Yang Going had 3 sons, Xiaojun, Fuzhan, and Zhenjun. Just meters away lived Zhang Koukou with his wife Wang Suping and their 2 children, Liba and Koukou. The patriarchs often fished together, their bonds seemingly unbreakable. But beneath the surface, cracks began to form. A joint pig-selling venture between Wang Zixin and Zhang Koukou ended in disagreement. The village rice mill became a point of contention, with Wang Zixin breaking a promise to share its lease. Zhang Koukou's resentment grew as he watched his former friend profit. By 1996, disputes over land for housing only deepened the rift. Wang Suping's fiery temper clashed frequently with Yang Gang, turning minor grudges into a dangerous feud. On a fateful evening in October 1996, the simmering tensions boiled over. Wang Suping, passing by the Wang family home, exchanged heated words with Fujin. A simple glance ignited old wounds, leading to curses and spitting. When Suping's spit hit Fujin's face, he retaliated with a slap. The situation escalated rapidly as family members from both sides rushed to the scene. Zhang Koukou and Liba arrived carrying a stick, which Suping used to strike Zhenjun. In retaliation, the young but strong Zhenjun grabbed a roadside stick and struck Suping's head with force. The blow proved fatal. Suping collapsed, briefly regained consciousness, but succumbed to her injuries by morning. The village buzzed with shock and blame. Police, lacking modern forensic tools, examined Suping's body in front of the entire village, including her 13-year-old son, Koukou. They concluded Zhenjun's strike caused her death, leading to the arrest of Wang Zixin, Fujin, and Zhenjun. The December 1996 trial focused on Wang Zhenjun, not yet 18, his youth. Honest confession and Suping's role in escalating the fight led to a relatively lenient sentence of 7 years in prison. The court ordered a compensation of 9,639 yuan, reduced to just 1,500 yuan after funeral costs. The Zhang family, outraged at what they saw as an undervaluation of Suping's life, chose not to appeal. This verdict left deep scars, particularly on young Koukou. Watching his family struggle financially and emotionally, he dropped out of school after junior high. A brief stint in the army at 18 did little to settle his restless spirit. Returning home in 2003, he found himself jobless and adrift. His limited education a barrier to stable employment. Sleepless nights and growing cynicism consumed him as he vowed never to marry or have children, haunted by his mother's violent death. The Wang family remained in the village, their house a constant reminder just 17 meters from the Jeans. Despite Fujin's unease and suggestion to move, Wang Zixin dismissed the idea, believing the court's ruling had settled the matter. Zhenjun served his sentence and returned, carefully avoiding Koukou, who often worked away from home. By 2018, Koukou's pain had festered into a dangerous obsession. Turning for the Lunar New Year, he argued with his father over his desire for revenge. At 35, Koukou felt his life lacked purpose, and seeing Zhenjun in the village reignited his anger. He believed both Fujin and Zhenjun had attacked his mother, with Wang Zixin's approval. On May 15th, as villagers visited graves for Tet, Koukou stayed home, watching and waiting. When Xiaojun and Zhenjun returned from the cemetery, Koukou struck. Masked and swift, he attacked them on the street before entering Wang Zixin's house. The elderly patriarch, sitting by the door, became his next target. Only young Gai Ying, frail and elderly, was spared. In a final act of destruction, Koukou set Xiaojun's car ablaze before fleeing. The village erupted into chaos. Xiaojun and Zhenjun died instantly, while Wang Zixin succumbed to his injuries later. Fujin, absent that day, escaped, protected by police who feared further attacks. After 3 days on the run, Koukou surrendered. The trial in November 2018 captivated the nation, live-streamed at Koukou's request. He admitted to the killings, framing them as vengeance for his mother, rather than a result of personal frustrations. His lawyer's attempts to argue a personality disorder were rejected, the court citing his meticulous planning as evidence of sound mind. On May 8, 2019, Zhang Koukou received a death sentence for intentional homicide and property destruction. His appeal failed, the verdict upheld. The 22-year feud had claimed its final victims, 3 Wangs, and Koukou himself, lost to the relentless pursuit of vengeance. The case ignited fierce online debate. Some viewed Koukou as a victim of injustice, driven by a flawed 1996 verdict. Others condemned his violent actions, arguing they only deepened the tragedy. Koukou once remarked that an apology from the Wangs or a better life might have deterred him. But violence begat violence, leaving 2 families irreparably shattered. This harrowing tale serves as a stark warning. Revenge traps us in an endless cycle of pain. Only through forgiveness and adherence to law can true healing begin. Was Zhang Koukou a seeker of justice, or a man consumed by hate? Hit like if this story gripped you. Subscribe and ring the bell for more haunting true crime tales. Share your thoughts. Could forgiveness have stopped this tragedy? Comment below.